Happy holidays, everyone, and welcome to Punchboard Parade, the monthly video show from the fine people over at Punchboard Media. This month, our topic is going to be about stocking stuffers, and we're talking about games that you could easily fit inside a stocking and hang over somebody's fireplace, mantle, wherever you put your stockings. Now, luckily, a lot of the people that contributed this month have got very standard kind of board games for you in all sorts of tiny little boxes for you. But if you're watching this video, then there's two things that you need to know. And that is that I don't necessarily like going in the standard direction when it comes to anything. And two, if you're watching this around when we release it, you don't have a lot of time left to get those stocking stuffers in order. So luckily for y'all, I have a couple of recommendations that they're pretty popular, but not with necessarily the board gaming crowd. And that is, I'm gonna talk CCGs. Yeah, everything I'm about to show here, you could easily find at a Walmart or Target for under $10. So it'll be really easy to get some of these in there. And some of these games are actually really easy to play or come with the instructions to learn how to play. I mean, if you want to stick in more of your standard kind of board game environment with like FFG, you've got games like Keyforge. These are really tiny decks that you can get, and each deck is ready to play. You just pull two out and go at it. You just might need some counters or something, or dice or something to count up points. So you can easily go with that. Of course, you've got, Magic the Gathering has all kinds of like standalone decks that you can get and use for that. Or if you've got younger children, get somebody a Pokemon, theme deck. I've kind of gone on like a Yu-Gi-Oh bend, don't judge me, but like there's just something for some of these games are really fun and easy to play. And you might scoff at them. I'm not saying, go play in the next Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon tournament, but you'd be surprised how much kind of silly, stupid fun you can have with these games. And everybody remembers what it's like, the thrill of kind of booster packs opening and looking at them like, what cards you get, especially if you got Pokemon. Like, oh, what Pokemon did you get? What Pokemon did you get? So you just grab a couple expansions and stuff them in some stockings, and there you go. And if they don't know how to play those games, then you've got a brand new thing that you can connect with. If you've got someone that's been playing the Pokemon video game, and you can throw, a starter deck for one of their favorite Pokemon in there, and now you can teach them a game that maybe they can transition down the road to another board game. So that's my off the beaten path kind of recommendation. So now we're gonna send it over to the rest of our contributors and hear more of like the standard recommendations.
Hello and happy holidays, friends. This month's theme is stocking stuffer gifts. And you know what? I thought to myself, I could think of a stocking stuffer gift. And I could. And then I thought of another one and another one. So I'm not going to give you a detailed little video here about one stocking stuffer gift. I'm going to rattle off 20 and just give you a little quick tiny bit about each one. And these are all very small, very portable games. And they're all, they're pretty much all very reasonably priced. So look into them at when you see which ones interest you. So I'm going to start with the smallest of the small. Well, this is actually a whole bunch of them, but we got Button Shy games. These are great little stocking stuffers. So their most popular ones, we have Circle the Wagons and Sprawlopolis. Both of these are excellent tableau builders. Circle the Wagons is competitive. Sprawlopolis is solo or cooperative. So another tableau builder, if you're looking for something a little different, Seasons of Rice. Really like that one, and not as well known as the other two there. And then for any solo gamer in your life, we have two more. We got Pentaquark, we got Food Chain Island. Two excellent solo games. Food Chain Island is one where you're trying to get down to one card by having the cards eat each other, and Pentaquark is almost like a tiny little deck builder, which is a trick for 18 cards. Here's a little workerish placement. Ahead in the Clouds resource management game, another good one. A little open drafting game, Hero Tech. And we got Mint Julep, a little like betting racing horse derby game. So boom, that's just some of the button shy games I have, and those all play between like 1 to 3 players, so great for low player counts, which is an important thing right now. So what else we got? Escape games. The Kringle Caper, just played this one last night. This one just came out, very cool. Also an 18 card game like Button Shy, and it's holiday themed, so perfect stocking stuffer. And this is actually the sequel, but we have Dr. Esker. This is a deck of cards. I think there's 52, 54 cards in here, and this is the sequel, Son of Esker. So these are 2 standalone little escape room games. These aren't super thematic, but lots of great puzzles in them. What else we got? So this one is great for casual, you want to chat and play. It's a pub style game. Pairs from Cheap Ass Games, another deck of cards game. I only picked one game from what the Oink Games. Thank you, Eric. But this is my favorite, Deep Sea Adventure. It's one of their most popular ones. They also have other ones that I have. Fake Artist Goes to New York and Startups and such. That is a great push your luck dice game. Actually has a roll and move, and it's good, so worth a look. Solo or cooperative game, The Game. This is published by Pandasaurus. This is easier to look up by publisher on BGG than typing in The Game. Don't type in The Game. That's not going to get you anywhere. So Pandasaurus is The Game. Designed by Stefan Bendorf. This is a game where you're trying to get all your cards in a row, but it depends on how you draw them. It could be a little bit of a challenge. Great solo puzzle. Also plays with more. Plays up to 5, it says. I've never played with more than 2, though. Here's another new one. This is called Great Barrier Reef from Travel Buddy. From Travel Buddy Games. A little spatial puzzle, another tableau builder. That is similar to you got the Circle the Wagons and such, but this one has more cards in it, and it's got this cute fish theme. Definitely worth checking out. Nice little puzzling game. All right, let's go over to our buddies at Green Couch Games. We got Ladder 29 and Best Treehouse Ever. This one is a drafting game, and this one is it's a ladder climbing game, hence Ladder 29, or I'll call them shedding games, but not to be confused with Trick Taker, but similar. Both of these very cool. Again, small box, fun, cute games. One of my favorite 2-player games, we got Shot and Totten, also Battle Line, basically the same game. This has a cuter theme. It's got, Scottish hen on it. And, this is a 2-player kind of like tug of war, fighting over 9 little spots in the middle, and whoever can win the most of them wins the game. Plays in like 15 minutes. Boom, another one. Air, Land, and Sea. Kind of a tiny bit similar. You're fighting over 3 spots instead of 9, but the cards have special superpowers, each one of them. This one is, it's war themed. So you got that going on, but it's pretty abstract, nothing violent or bloody, and it's got it leans into some like wartime iconography and some cool pictures of planes and tanks and stuff like that. So very cool one. I really like this. I know this box is getting a little big for a stocking stuffer, but again, this is an 18 card game. It's got a few little tokens and such, but you don't need to keep it in this box. In fact, I don't keep it in this box. That box is empty. And one last one. Now, again, the actual game comes in a box about this size, but I have a bunch of crap for it, and I have it on this big thing. So, Star Realms, excellent 2-player deck building, fighting game. And like I said, you don't need this big box. You can get the regular set is in a small deck box, and that one's from White Wizard. So there is, like I said, like 20 20 different stocking stuffer ideas from me. Let me know what you think of these, and I'd love to hear more stocking stuffing ideas from you. And let me know if you check any of these out on these recommendations. And again, happy holidays, and we'll talk to you next time.
Oh, hello there. Hey, I'm Oscar. I'm a dog Logan, part of Punchboard Media, and today we are doing something very special. We are offering you ideas for the stocking stuffers, just little games that you can carry everywhere and that most surely will be under your trees. Well, now I had some ideas, so what do I have for you? Well, I know everybody most surely, I'm 100% sure that at least one person will tell you about the crew, or la tripulación en español. Well, this game is good, but I like to see behind that. What is all those little games that used to share with me? So, I have for you El Gran Dalmuri. I will not go really deep into this one because this is a very old game that I used to play a long time ago. Also Chupacabra. Steve Jackson Games has a lot of dice games. Zombie Dice, Chupacabra, Tulu Dice, Hipster Dice, etc. But of all of them, I think Chupacabra is the best because it has something. Zombie Dice can be great because you can play a lot of players, can be playing at the same time. But with Chupacabra you can only have up to 4 players, but it has this special mechanic where you're trying to have your Chupacabra eat the cameras and the codes and different animals from the other players. So you are trying to grab all their dice. So you are trying to go to eat their dice. So that is one that I want to show you. Another good one I told you about before is Roll for It, where you are, as the name says it, rolling for it, and you have 2 options, so you can have up to 8 players playing it. Hanabi is one of my old favorites. Vladimir, thank you a lot for giving this to me. This is a game where you are playing cooperatively, so you are all playing together to achieve something. You are trying to achieve a series of numbers. And this is a great game. It's small, so you can carry it everywhere you go. It's a great game. I also have Archer. If you know Love Letter, this is Love Letter, but with an Archer team. So I love Archer. I love Love Letter. So those two together, it's a must for me. You can go for Love Letter because maybe you don't like Archer as much as I do. But if you do, Archer is a great choice because you are playing a trick-taking game. You are trying to grab a card and keep that card until the end of the game. So this is a great option for you because it's small. You can also carry this. All of the games here, you can carry them everywhere. And there's our stocking stuffers, right? And since we are in the Punchboard Media, we try to everyone bring something different to the table. And I'm trying to bring all these that are really cool and fun to play. I also have right here Dungeon Roll. Dungeon Roll is a great game. You can be playing with many people and it's really easy to play. You are getting into a dungeon, and when you get into the dungeon to a delve, you are trying to find the dragon and beat it. So you have a specific number of dice that you can be using, and those dice can be different jobs, dungeon jobs like the fighter, the cleric, the mage, the thief, and you need 3 so you can beat the dragon. So you are trying to make the best choices according to each level of the dungeon that you are going into, so you can get the most victory points or experience points or whatever you want to call it. So this is a great option as well. Dungeon Roll. This is a new game, but I find it really easy to explain and really easy to play. It's lots. You are trying like a Scrabble thing. You are trying to build a tower of things, and you are scoring victory points from that. And if you're playing with little kids, instead of using your two hands, you adults, you will only be able to use one hand, so you can have like something to compensate the experience that you have. And also the last player will be grabbing some small cubes. These small cubes will help them because they can use those cubes to build something and get victory points. So that is something that I really like it, because it helps the last player grab a little something to go further on the victory track. So this is lots. This is for Royal End games. I also have this other game, Valley of the Kings. In Valley of the Kings is a deck builder that when you are playing, and what you're trying to do is just grab a lot of victory points by playing different cards, but you are playing with a pyramid kind of layout. So this is a great game. It's easy to move around. As you can see, it's a lot of cards, so basically deck builder. Also small, and it's very, very, very interesting. And right now I think it has a deluxe version that is bigger, and well, but this is just great. Just Valley of the Kings, just like that. It's a great game. And finally, one game that I used to play a lot with my friends that you can also customize, Murder of Crows. So you can actually buy this not directly from Atlas Games, but from drivethru. In drivethru.rpg.com, I think it is. I will put the link on the description. You can customize this because you can also get a hard plastic box. Oh, mine is broken. And with this, you can also do your own cards. So you can be a character on the game. And what you're trying to do is you are trying to create a murder of crows. So you are playing cards and you are trying to get MURDER in the table, so you are the one to win. And when you put all the letters together, you have a little dark story, spooky. You will have a story over there. Down broke the mist in a wheat shock garden when Abigail Lestrange, with a burning vengeance, used wheat killer to poison Joe Gooseberry. So you have a story that you are building, and you are playing cards, and it's like a trick-taking. But it's a lot of fun, and you can customize it, so it's really, really great. So, and easy to carry around as all the other games. And well, I think I did too many games, and because I didn't put attention on the rules for this. But I think any of those games will be great for you. I have enjoyed all of them, and I hope you do too. And have a great time. Remember to play something different, and well, see you around. Bye.
Hey friends, it's Patrick Hillier, and this month's topic is stocking stuffers. So first off, hey, Merry Christmas. And I got my mantle set up here with my stocking. Let's see what Santa left for me. Well, it's a deck of cards. What can you do with a deck of cards? Well, of course you can play cribbage, which is a game I talk about all the time, and it would fit in a stocking. Now, this is a pretty basic cribbage board. I've been playing cribbage forever with, of course, my father, probably 40 years since I was a little kid, and it's basically a two-player game. There's variations with 3 players and 4 players, but it's basically a 2-player game, which would be perfect right now. And there's this board is kind of typical with 2 tracks. You move your pegs along on a 120-point track. First to get to 121 wins. There's a lot of variations on cribbage boards, though. This is a cheap one. If you wanted to upgrade your game, there's a lot of different designs. You can get designs shaped after your state, or this board that's shown in the picture here is shaped like 29, which is the maximum number of points you can get in a hand. There's really, really fancy boards you can get with, rare woods and inlaid metals and fancy metal pegs, and they open up inside with a place to put your cards and your pegs. I have some miniature travel boards. I have a board that's similar to this that slides open that holds my cards. And of course, there's online versions. There's an app called Cribbage with Grandpas. That's a lot of fun that people play on their phones. And just recently, Board Game Arena put together a really good version to play that I've been playing with friends. And as my Christmas present to you, if you do not know how to play cribbage, or you just want to play a game of cribbage, but especially if you don't know how to play, hit me up on Twitter here at Over the Hillier, and I will teach you cribbage on Board Game Arena, because I'm really an evangelist for this game, and I've taught a lot of people it, and really would be happy to teach anyone that reaches out to me. So again, this is Patrick Hillier, and have a Merry Christmas.
Season's greetings! I'm Paul Shapiro from BoardGameSquad.com, and I'm here to give you my favorite stocking stuffers, aka small box games. Kicking off, I would like to introduce you to Tiny Epic Galaxies. It's tiny, it's epic, there's a little galaxy in the box. This is one of those games where there's a lot of game in a small box. Gamelink Games, who published this game, obviously has a lot in this series at this point. This is one of the originals, and I think it's still one of the best. I would probably still recommend picking up this game, even if the box was larger. It's a ton of fun. The solo game's actually pretty decent. I highly recommend this game. It's excellent. Next up, we have the game. The game is a cooperative game. You have multiple piles of cards. And you're trying to get one ascending and one descending without, going below what is capable or above what is capable. Very simple rules, very easy to get to the table. Lots of fun for the entire family. This is the new updated version with artwork from that Target put out, and it's very easy to get a hold of, and I'd highly recommend it. Next up is High Society. High Society is a little card game, an auction game from Reiner Knizia. This latest printing features really beautiful artwork, especially compared to the old Eagle printing of it. And it's an auction game. So auction games, I think, are really good for all sorts of people. They're just a mechanic that is inherently understood. Like, people of all know what an auction is, that you bid and you need to bid higher. This has a little bit twist on the auction mechanic, but I highly recommend it. It's one of my favorite auction games. The only downside to that is 3 to 5 players, so you need it's better for a larger group. Next up is an old classic, Innovation. Innovation is I would call it like a pseudo. It tries to do the pseudo Civ type game thing where you are getting cards over the course of different eras in history and like leveling up your technology. It is an extremely chaotic game. It is definitely more on the tactical side, not a long-term strategy game. And it is you are going at it with your opponent. Plays extremely well at 2. Is maybe a little too chaotic at higher player counts, but still playable. It is an absolute favorite of mine. And then last but not least, Shards of Infinity. Shards of Infinity is one of those, standalone, everything is contained in that box deck building game, and it is sort of like head-to-head Magic the Gathering style. Actually, I don't even know what Magic the Gathering is like anymore. Or in the world of like a Star Realms or a Hero Realms. I think I prefer it slightly to over Star Realms, although Star Realms is an absolute fantastic game, and I also would recommend that as a stocking stuffer. yeah, it is one of those things where you're head to head and you're trying to reduce the health points of your opponent, and it's a lot of fun. You sort of, there's this engine building component of it where you're leveling up this one metric, and once you reach a certain point count on that metric, you can like just decimate your opponent. It's really fun. The only complaint I would have is this box could definitely be smaller. There's these like dial hit point counters within the box, and I actually use the app half the time. It's a little you can access it on their website for free, and it's tons of fun. If you like that sort of like head to head deck building type game, I would definitely give it a shot. Yeah, and I mean, I could go on and on. There's a million small box games. I haven't even touched Roll and Rights. I hope someone else touches Roll and Rights from Punchboard Media, because, oh my, there are so many awesome small box games that you can cram into a sock and put above your fireplace, and it's awesome. Anyway, thanks for listening. I'm Paul Shapiro from BoardGameSquad.com again. Till next time.
Hey, this is Ryan with One Board Family, and today we're talking about stocking stuffer games for the family, for loved ones, for even your neighbors. This right here is Floor Plan. This is a release from Deepwater Games in 2020, and this game is a lot of fun. This is a roll and write that my youngest daughter and myself have really loved. You're playing the role of an architect, and as most architects go, you have demands from the people that are your clients. So each game, you're going to have 3 client cards that are going to tell you about what they want in this home that you're building. You're sketching out essentially on graph paper. So you're going to have these boxes, and you're going to be able to draw your lines and build your building, build your home to the specifications of what they want. You're going to gain points and bonuses based on fulfilling those demands. Maybe one person wants a big swimming pool, while another person may want a big tree surrounded by a patio somewhere on the property. You may even have somebody who needs wheelchair accessibility from room to room, so you got to put in double doors. I really love how dynamic this game is, because every single time you play, you can just pick different cards and you'll have a different configuration. So each game is going to feel different because of the different demands that they have as you play. Essentially, on your turn, someone at the table will roll these 2 blue dice. The dice are going to tell you what size room. So if it was a 1 and a 3 on the dice, you're going to be able to build a room that's 1 by 3 or 3 by 1. And it's going to be classified as, I believe, a closet or a bedroom. So the 1 is the smaller number. If you want to build a living room, you'll need a 6 on the dice. Essentially, you can take it and you can build part of your house, or you can take it as features. Features are doors, windows, patio pieces, stone pieces to make swimming pools and fountains. Or you can even do a tree. Using a 1 die, you can build a big tree on your property. This is a really cool game. Offers a lot of different abilities each time you play. I love how dynamic it is with the different player cards, and there's a ton of diversity represented on the cards, which I absolutely love. My youngest daughter loves to play this game, just me and her sitting around, hanging out, and the game's portable enough. You can play it in a small space. We've played this by the fire, just sitting around, just over the past couple of days. We throw the dice in the box to see what we roll, and it's just so much fun. This is absolutely a great stocking stuffer for the holiday season. So if you're looking for a stocking stuffer for a roll and write fan, Floor Plan is one that you definitely need to look into. So that'll do it. Let's stick this thing in the stocking here. Maybe get a big stocking, It's a decent sized box. Anyway, this has been Ryan from One Board Family. Hope you have a safe and happy holiday season.
All right, that's all we've got for you this month. Thanks to all of our contributors who participated. I've included links so y'all can go and follow them wherever you want to. Also, we do have a winner for a contest for last time. I'm putting them right here because it's easier this way. I haven't drawn the winner yet, but when I do, I'm gonna put it right here. And this person needs to email me, chris@boardsandswords.com, and I will get your information out, and you will get the prize, from Dice Hate Me or Greater Than Games. They're one of the games from their collection. No contest this time. Let's get caught up on some of these before starting another one. But thanks everybody for watching. Let us know down in the comments what kinds of videos you'd like to see from us from the future with the next year and everything. And thanks for watching, and we will see you next month.